All right, welcome to this explainer. Look around and you'll see companies absolutely everywhere frantically rolling out AI pilots, deploying copilots, and organizing prompt engineering training. Everyone is playing offense. But honestly, almost nobody is playing defense. Today, we're shifting our focus from basic AI adoption to a sophisticated strategy of operational resilience because we really need to talk about what happens when the technology we are racing to adopt suddenly breaks.
So, here's our roadmap for the C-suite today. We'll start with the forgotten AI question, look at 3 major outage triggers, and then diagnose your setup using 4 dependency scenarios. After that, we'll hit on the human backup element and wrap up with a solid 5-step plan for true resilience. Let's get into it. First up, Section 1, the forgotten AI question. We really need to challenge the baseline assumption management makes when plugging AI into their daily operations. For years, executives have been totally obsessed with the old question. Hey, which AI model is the best? But, AI isn't just a fun little experimental tool for summarizing emails anymore. It is critical infrastructure now. It's tied into HR, legal, cyber monitoring, customer contact, the whole shebang. So, as AI transforms from a helpful tool into a structural dependency, the new, much sharper question becomes, how long can our organization actually remain functional if our primary AI layer vanishes tomorrow? Now, it's absolutely crucial to mention that this whole paradigm shift, moving our perspective from technological capability to organizational survival, is grounded in a brilliant Management Pro contribution by Willem Scheepers. His insights on this exact vulnerability really frame our entire explainer today.
Just picture a massive, sudden AI outage. You've got this ticking clock of continuity that acts as a vital bridge over the disaster. It literally represents the gap between a total system failure and your operational recovery. If that primary AI layer crumbles, well, that bridge is your only way across. And that brings us to our working definition, AI-RTO, or Artificial Intelligence Recovery Time Objective. It's an idea derived from standard IT continuity planning, but applied to AI. It precisely measures your operational survival time without it. It essentially forces leadership to answer, okay, exactly how much time do we have to restore, replace, or completely reroute a critical capability before we suffer serious damage? Moving on to Section 2, 3 triggers of outage. Let's look at the external threats that could realistically and honestly, quite suddenly, cut off your access to these systems. We always kind of assume AI will go down because of a random bug or a server crash, right? But the reality is way more complex. There are 3 major external triggers that can instantly turn this amazing tool into a paralyzing dependency: geopolitics, compliance laws, and vendor economics. Any single one of these can pull the plug on your AI layer in a heartbeat. Let's take the first one, geopolitical lockout. Imagine foreign sanctions, national security decisions, or export controls suddenly blocking your provider. It's geopolitics literally walking right into your server room. If you're in finance, healthcare, or government, management has to urgently ask, if our foreign AI provider gets blocked today, could we pivot to an approved alternative within 48 hours? Then there's the second trigger, a compliance stop. What's a handy tool today could easily be a massive governance violation tomorrow, especially with new regulations like the EU AI Act. If your legal team steps in and forces an immediate shutdown of an AI tool due to compliance risks, do you know exactly which critical recruitment, legal, or decision-making processes are going to freeze up instantly? And the third trigger is economic hostage. Honestly, this one might be the most underestimated. What happens when your vendor aggressively hikes prices, changes their terms, or forces you into some crazy expensive enterprise bundle? If the tech is deeply embedded in your workflows, the connection works fine. But economically, your negotiating power is completely gone. You have to ask yourself, are we still a customer with actual market choices, or are we just captive passengers at this point? All right, Section 3, 4 scenarios of dependency. Now that we understand those triggers, we need to do a little honest self-diagnosis of our organizational maturity. This matrix lays out the brutal reality of where companies actually stand. Scenario 1 is the mature organization. They recover in under 24 hours because they've got a multi-model strategy and tested alternatives. Scenario 2 is pragmatic. Recovery takes a few days. They have a backup, but it's kind of like having a spare tire without a jack, It's going to be a bumpy ride. Scenario 3 is dependent. Recovery here takes weeks, triggering a massive wave of shadow AI as employees scramble for unauthorized workarounds. And finally, scenario 4, paralyzed. We're talking months of disaster because their AI was a single point of failure, leading to severe legal, reputational, and operational chaos.
Which brings us to section 4, the human backup. We absolutely have to talk about the hidden, creeping cost of AI adoption, the rapid erosion of our own human capital and skills. See, AI-RTO isn't just about the technology. When AI takes over routine tasks, the practice fields where junior employees actually develop their expertise just vanish. Teams lose the manual dexterity for work that used to be second nature. We really have to contrast our digital redundancy with our human redundancy. It is simply not enough to ask, do we have an alternative model? We must genuinely ask the vital question. Do we still have people who possess the manual skills to execute, check, or repair the work if the AI systems crash? Finally, section 5, 5 steps to resilience. Let's get into the action plan. Fortunately, there is a very clear methodology to upgrade your organization from fragile AI adoption to robust resilience. Here is your roadmap. Step 1, inventory. Map out exactly where AI is being used, both formally and informally. Step 2, classify. Look, a marketing text generator can wait, but cyber monitoring, that cannot. Step 3, determine your AI-RTO. Set strict downtime limits per process. Step 4, practice. Actually simulate an outage. See what breaks in reality, not just on a PowerPoint slide. And step 5, secure it. Lock in backup contracts, data migration plans, and ensure you have that vital human capacity on standby. Think of it like this. Operating an AI strategy without an AI-RTO is exactly like running a massive, high-tech data center without any backup power. Everything runs beautifully right up until the exact moment the lights go out. AI maturity is no longer just about adoption, it is about absolute resilience. So, I want to leave you with this stark question to take directly to your next board meeting. Stop just asking what you can do with AI. Ask yourselves, what can your organization actually still achieve without AI? Your answer to that dictates whether you are building a resilient enterprise or just an incredibly fragile habit. Go start your AI inventory today.